Hello, what's going on everyone? Welcome to this video. Some exciting news. A lot of you have been waiting for this, or have been wondering what's going on with Walgreens. Well, I got good news for you. Today, as of Thursday, October 6th, 2022, the Walgreens COVID-19 index is back. And that's a good thing. We're happy that it's back because it was down. It was going to some sort of an advertisement page. I don't know what was going on with it, but something wonky was going on, and here we go. It is back. But there's some bad news. It's not packed with good news. There's a lot of red on this map. And let's dive into a lot of the different states. First off, starting off with here, New Hampshire. New Hampshire is seeing a 9.7% increase in COVID cases. Take a look at our positivity rate, which is now at 30.8%. Take a look at Vermont. Vermont positivity is up to 23.3%. That's a 5.5% increase. Pennsylvania, 28%. That's a 4% increase. West Virginia is coming up really red. Let's see what that is. Wow. West Virginia, 36.4% positive. That's a 12.1% increase. And looking at the national number, it's 26.7%. So that is up almost 0.5%. There's a few more states that are really red. Arkansas, that's increased by 5.5%. That's now up to 22.3%. Coming out here to Utah, that's up by 6.6% to a 26.3% positivity. Wyoming's up 31.6%. That's an increase by 7.8%. And remember, with Walgreens Positivity Tracker Index, it does tell us how much of, it does tell us an early warning indicator of what's going to be coming in the coming weeks from the state reports. So, this is not a good sign. Now, mind you, there is something I want to point out here. Prior week had 52,249 tests. This week has 42,586 tests. So that is a reduction in the total number of tests. But even at that, it's pretty clear here there's a rise starting to happen. And if we zoom in this chart here, you can see all summer long it's pretty much been hovering around anywhere between the mid 30s up to the upper 20s in the percents. And really for the last month it hasn't dropped as much now, and now as you can see here the difference is it's slightly starting to rise again. So overall, let's take a look at California. Here's one. California is now up 1.2%. Remember, California had really gone up in the summertime, then it finally peaked as it got close to August on the cases and hospitalizations, and then it dropped ever since. Well, that's not the case anymore. 1.2%. Alaska's really showing up red. Let's see what's going on there. Wow. So the prior week, Alaska was 8% positivity. Now it's all the way up to 20.3%. Yikes. Let's see what's going on here in Montana. That's up by 4.5% to 27.3% positivity. So you get the general idea here. The positivity is rising. There's some more data we can look at here on the variant in the index. Taking a look at the variants. Now, Walgreens gets a little more specific with the variants than CDC does. And taking a look here at the proportions, 5.2.1 makes up 26.91% of the cases. 5.2 makes up 20.55% of the cases. 5.1 makes up 12% of the cases. 4.6 now makes up 10.55% of the cases. So 4.6 is rising on the Walgreens index. If we come down here to the other one we follow on the CDC index, BF.7 is only 2.55% of the cases. Now remember here, going back to page 1, this is of 52,249 tests, which is 26.2% positive. So, relatively speaking, we're not even talking about 20,000 cases here. But it is good to see the indicator here on the Walgreens index of where we're heading. And it's good to see that they do a bigger breakdown in the total number of subvariants than the CDC. So you gotta wonder if in some states, some of these 5.2.1, 5.2, 5.1, you gotta wonder if some of these subvariants in some of the states are what's driving the higher cases. Like New York State, for example. New York State's seen an increase. Is it one of these 5-point subvariants, or is it really the BF.7? We don't actually know. But what we do know here is, on the Walgreens data, on a national level, the early warning indicator from this data is that in the next couple of weeks, cases are going to rise across the country. And that is seen very well in the modeling. There was that model I showed yesterday in the pandemic update video that showed by end of October, cases are going to start to rise. And guess what? That's going to be spot on. We're seeing the positivity rise across the country. The next thing that happens in 2 weeks is the cases, so it's coming. Then will be the hospitalizations, then the ICUs, and unfortunately, yes, some deaths or long COVID. Alright, thanks for watching this video, and again, great news. Walgreens is back, so we will incorporate that back into our videos again. Stay safe, everyone, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below if you want to see all the videos that I do. See you next time.